What's up, everyone? Elaw here, Internet's second tiredest music teacher. Today we're coming at you from a very cold classroom. It's currently 60 degrees in here, and I'm not going to get into the specifics of that, but I don't care for that very much at all. And yeah, we'll see if things warm up at any point here. Anyway, we're coming in hot today with a recommendation from one of the previous Band-Maid videos from Phil Cavino 882. We're going to be checking out the track Giovanni. I think you'd mentioned something about instrumental version. I saw the channel for instrumental made, and I wasn't sure if that was like the legit channel, so I didn't want to go into it and get a wrong idea of the track. So I mean, I'm going to check out the track that was posted to the official Band-Maid channel, and as far as I can tell, does have vocals with it. But I'm going to listen to it really intently from an instrumental standpoint. But this track here, Giovanni, was released in 2021 and was off of their 7th studio album, Unseen World. And that was January 13th, 2021. So I guess mid-range Band-Maid based off of what I've listened to so far. So I know it's only 3 years old. I guess it's going to be 4 years old here in just a month. Anyway, you get the idea. We're going to check it out. It's going to be great. They have yet to disappoint. So, let's dive on in. Gotta drop the hat for this one. Right off the start, this is a busy track. There's a lot of like melodic fragment happening in the guitar part that's like super mixed in, like just barely able to pull it out there. But it's so, gosh, what's the word? It's so like overly technical, but no, what is it? Prodigy level, maybe? I don't know quite how I'm trying to say it. It's just super light, super quick moving. Man, that's so crazy. And then we get into this really fast, like thrash kind of beat as we're going into this part. So, right off the bat, a whole bunch going on here. Let's check this. Right there.
So what is right? 吐き出すほどのファイブライどうしたらいいかグリグリ Do it, do it, do it Keep yourself.
That guitar riff we got right there feels very much like Animals as Leaders kind of groove that you got on CAFO. Yeah. Yeah, but it's not quite djenty. Like it doesn't have the tone for djent, but it's very reminiscent of Tosin's kind of guitar playing. Interesting. Let's back it just a little bit here. And I have no reason to believe the bassist is influenced by this at all, but it sounds very much like Don Slater's playing from Battlecross. And and again, no reason to believe one way or the other they've influenced each other. I mean, maybe they have, and that'd be super sick. Battlecross, though, I think is on a permanent hiatus, which is a huge bummer. They were their first album killed, and their second album had some solid tracks, but I guess it wasn't enough for a label to like keep going. Anyway, but super technical work on the bass there, and just such fast playing. A lot of great vertical movement. I'm assuming around the fretboard there, based off of what I'm hearing, not being able to see it, knowing a little bit better how electric bassists tend to navigate their way through. So, but yeah, just some lightning stuff. Let's push it further here. Yeah, and our drummer there with the bass pedal, bump it, and you get some of those blast beats in there, kind of deal. That's sick. I don't know if I've heard bass pedal footwork done in this beat quite like that. It's a pretty unique little chunk to pull out there. Yeah. Yeah, and then going from like all this super fast technical work and then going to that guitar riff there, keeping it pretty simple, but still engaging in that texture is just fascinating to see from a musical perspective. Being able to have that kind of control with your writing and implementation into a track is just, that's a lot. That takes a lot. It takes a lot of great musicianship, not only from the writer and guitarist, but also from the rest of the group to keep that energy rock solid there. I was hoping to see if I could pick up anything else unique going through that last part, but wasn't able to. Anyway, talk about that. This track, I think, above all of the other tracks that I've heard from them so far, is an exemplary testament to their musical ability as a group, and does an excellent job of showcasing a lot of different facets in their playing. First is just the fast technical facility that they all have is just right on point, and with a lot of that very light but very clean work. And of course, they're going to put out clean something one way or another. They're not going to put out like a sloppy record. Nobody, almost nobody, would put out a sloppy track on purpose. But I don't think Band-Maid would even let it get into the studio for a demo take with it being less than like 90% there, just based on what I'm hearing here. So, like, right off that, it's something else. Yeah, so the writing and fast technical, check. Great there, great stuff. And then as it moves into some of the more engaging parts of the material, like some of the runs with the bass, just super chunky, groovy, right up on through there. And I really love that, like, kind of slinky sound, I guess is what I would call it. I don't know quite how to say it, but like, I know that's the kind of tone I get from my slinky strings when I'm playing, versus when I've got my roto sound round wounds on my other bass. You get that really kind of like pop sound, like they're really like type deal, and like just getting that all across the fretboard. It's just monster to hear. And then yeah, the changes in the intent of guitar material, going from that fast, sometimes light, just kind of lilting over what's going on in the drum, rhythm, and bass to support the melody as you're going through those verses there with that thrash beat going on, kind of thing. And then going to that really relaxed, slower chunk that I had mentioned there. And just keeping that all so engaging is just something else. And then, yeah, the footwork with the drummer. And then, I mean, even just the style switches, going from different parts of the verse, chorus, all that, going into that bridge. Like, there's just so much going on there. And again, one focus too much on the vocalist, but letting that blend in as another instrument. There was a couple spots, especially I think going in towards the bridge, where you start to hear a lot of melding with the vocal line to support from the guitar line, even from the bass line. You get those nice little movements where you've got like this double texture going through there, and it's really emphasizing what's going to be happening in the vocal line. And it's really cool. And I think it's so intelligent when it's pulled off so seamlessly that it's not something that just sticks out. And I don't want to say it sticks out for me, but it like, I try to be more aware of those things because of my background as a professional musician, classically trained musician. So when I hear those things, I think like, that's fantastic. And hopefully that's not something that's just limited to me. If you've listened to a lot of music, hopefully these are things that you also catch on to. But when it's done in a way where you're not like, oh, they're playing the exact same thing here, that's kind of weird. Like, if you can do it without getting that kind of reaction, that's just monster musicianship right there. Just 12 out of 10. So I don't know. I was really hoping to find a hot take to come in with for this band at some point, just to generate some angry clickbait. But this video is not it. I don't know if there will be ever a video of Band-Maid where I come in and try to find something that is spicy hot take, because it just looks like they're just so on top of their game all the time. And that's just fantastic to hear. I have a short list of bands that I could probably sit down and come up with that I could say that for, that I currently am aware of. And that's, for me, feels pretty impressive. So, yeah, Band-Maid checks the box again, continues to check those boxes. So, anyway, if you like this kind of content, Feel free to drop a comment down below or fill out the suggestion form in the channel description, and we'll get to those 2-3 times a week, trying to sprinkle those in on top of my daily Band-Maid videos that I'm going to do for a little bit here. But yeah, outside of that, until next time, Internet's second tiredest music teacher, this is Elaw out.